Sunday shop do 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 do. Sunday shop do 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 do. Sunday shop do 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 do. Hello everyone, and welcome back to more waffle and randomness on a Sunday evening. Yeah, and yeah, we're getting a reflection from the screen in my glasses. Oh well, never mind. Hi, Mono Group, how you doing? And Tennessee Aqua, how you doing? Good day. Hope everyone is well. Someone else here, keeping quiet in the chat. That's Damo. Hello. So, going to be a bit of a shorter stream again today as I've got to go to work again. Joy. Always happens to have a week off. The boss decides, no, you're not having an 8th day off in a row. No, you can come in on your day off and do 3 hours at the end of the day on a Sunday. Ugh. Really not fun. Hello, Kay. How are you, my dear? Yeah, so week off, straight back to work. At least it's starting to warm up a bit. It's not frozen out there yet tonight. So, what's been going on in the fish room avec Le Sharp? This week, I would say not a huge amount. There's actually been a bit happening. You might notice the first 2 tanks are now full and have stuff in them, which if you saw my video Thursday, Friday, I can't remember, you'll see that's snow in Scotland the last couple of days. Yeah, it's just been icy here. Icy and freezing fog. Usually is. I have a week off work. The weather turns pants. But the black tub that was under the stairs has now been emptied. So at least I haven't got to try and water change that and degunk it and clean it all out, which was rather awkward. Oh, pardon me. And the various plecos and cribs that were in there have now been split, as I say, split across those 2 tanks, and some of the plex went in the tub at the bottom as well. Turned out there were 124 bristlenoses in there and 3 adult crebensis, which there shouldn't have been any in there, and I thought there was more like 40 or 50 bristlenoses left, which is why I had a bit of a problem with overcrowding. And hence why I did a bit of maths, and yes, I came out, I have or had 25 feet of bristlenose pleco. Quite a lot when they're all an inch long. So yeah, but then I was kind of going, oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going? How are we going to? And I did find an LFS that A is open, B is buying and selling fish, and C had run out of bristlenoses. Result. So I took them 50 bristlenoses today and came back with £50 cash. Woohoo! So that's all bonus, and they said they'll quite happily take the rest as and when. So that's about another 250 quid, and that is if I only get £1 for the long fins as well. We do have long fin bristlenoses. And then he also said he would probably take the cribs and the shell dwellers as well, given the chance. I think the shell dwellers will have to be like ½ an inch long rather than an inch long, because inch long is virtually full grown for them. So yeah, looks like we could be finally turning some money over. Woohoo! And as you may also have seen, may notice there is a new light on that row. It's actually sat on top of the tanks, but it's that slim line, you can't see it. It's one of the Nycrew slim lines. It's not the real basic one, it's the one up. So it's got the inline remote control, or inline control. It's not exactly remote, is it? But you know, on, off, brightness up, brightness down, and a built-in timer function as well. So you can set it for 6, 10, or 12. You just press the button when you want it to come on, and then it comes on for 12 hours or whatever. Ramps up and ramps down as well, and then comes back on again the next day. So I don't have to touch that anymore. And that is actually at minimum brightness. That is as dim as that light will go. So I think I will probably be buying another one for the top rack, and quite possibly a posher Nicrew to go into here. Anthony, hello. Yay, I'm alive. Well, yay, someone is live. Yeah, it does feel a bit weird on a Sunday now, because it used to be well, it used to be you like get D and me. Is usually someone before D. I can't remember who. I know Chris took it over, but it was someone else. So you go from like, I don't know, almost sort of, you know, mid-afternoon here, pretty much all the way through till bedtime. I know it's be streams going all night, but it seems, so I know Dee's working now on Sundays. Joseph's obviously got a lot on his plate, so at the moment I don't even think Peter's been live recently, so I might be the only one now on a Sunday. Well, during the day anyway. During the day for here. I got the light from Amazon, Kay. It was 35. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, obviously I'll do an actual video on it, content, and then let you know as and when how it gets on. But no, it's completely inoffensive. It doesn't like stand out with like a sore thumb. It just sits on the tanks quite happily. And it lights everything up really well. As I say, it's brighter than I wanted, to say the least. It's a 40-watt light, so yeah, it didn't actually say the wattage when I bought it. I went through the specs. It didn't say the watts. Had the weird stuff like lumens that doesn't mean anything to anyone. Yeah, when it turns up and it's got 40-watt written on the box, like, oh. Yeah, I'm glad I can turn that down, because 40-watt is probably going to be too bright even for me. Yeah, just as a main light in the room if I hung it off the ceiling. Aqua Balls! Good day, sir. How the devil are you? Good to see you. I hope same for everyone. Hope everyone is happy, healthy, and safe. Undertaker, hello, sir. How the devil art thou? Yeah, so far I can't knock the light. So of the 124 bristle noses, I now only have 74 of those left because 50 went. Give it another 2 or 3 weeks and I'll take down another bunch. And that will give me the space then to spread out the criblets, and then they will grow faster with less competition. And yay, we should have a thriving setup and hopefully space to put future spawns of things. Because I've noticed some of the baby shell dwellers are getting rather sizable now. So might have to start moving shell dwellers as well fairly shortly. And the electric blue Acara, they're getting horny again as well. And the Crebensis. And it's been a few weeks since the bristle noses have laid, so you know. And the shrimp, there's no planaria, they're not dying. They just keep multiplying. So, yay! I appear to have finally sorted a decent solution for my overstocking problems. And as I say, it's good to actually get money rather than store credit. I mean, store credit can be useful, don't get me wrong. But when you don't need anything, because I don't need food, they don't sell lights or filters that I would use. G'day, GRB, how the devil are you doing? I'm good. So actually getting cash is, I say, store credit. I've had it before where I've got actually in this place. I've taken fish in and they said, well, we can't give you money, we can give you store credit for fish. The problem is when you're overstocked and you try to reduce the amount of fish you've got, not like in display tanks, just in fry racks. Last thing you want is more fish. What am I going to do? Buy a load of guppies or get a load of guppies from store credit just to put in there for Spaz to eat? That's pretty much what it would have been if I had to. Because I'm not exactly short on food either. I've got spare filters, spare air pumps, and nowhere to put another tank. And even if I had somewhere to put it, I've got nowhere to plug it into either. So, yay. At least if I can get the numbers down to a more easily manageable level where I haven't got 7 or 8 fry tanks up on the run. Mr. Daniel San, how the devil are you, my wee friend? He was watching a video on your black cories spawning earlier. Very interesting. Because I would like some more cories. Preferably orange laser if I could get them, because they just look awesomely cool. Problem is just where to put them. Because I think the problem with, I don't know, Spaz is pretty good, but yeah, I figured he'd spot that one. Did he like the picture as well, Dan? Because there's slightly less than 25 feet of pleco now. 50 of them went today, and I got £1 each for them. So, yeah, where was I? Yeah, orange eyes. I don't think Spaz would eat a decent sized cory, but you never know. This is like, is the reason I still have Ember Tetras, or 2 Ember Tetras, 1 guppy, and 1 Harlequin Rasbora in there, because he's decided they're not worth eating anymore. So, is it a case of I'm going to have to put bigger fish in, and then he'll eat the bigger fish, so smaller fish? Now, it's one of those, like, if you had a red-tailed catfish, could you keep it with nano fish? Now, you've got some 4 or 5 foot long behemoth of a fish. Could you keep it with teeny tiny ones? Would it just go, yeah, you're just not worth eating? No, look, and they just swim out through its gills. Yeah, it's, as I say, it's nice to actually get the money, Dan. And I'll say again to anyone who's not already done it, and Dan can probably drop a link. Well, he can if I make him a moderatorial person. I'm sure he can figure these things out. There we go. So if Dan would be kind enough to put a link up to Angel Fish Keeper, a very cool new channel that Dan actually introduced me to. There he is. See, call his name, out he comes, Spazzy boy. Yeah, great little channel. It's got what, 110, 115 subs now, I think, something like that. So if we can get some fish fan support behind him, then his numbers should jump up. He actually seemed genuinely happy I gave him a shout out in my video. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing if I give someone a shout out. I watch this. People go, yeah, I ain't. That's going to be weird. Oh, I've had that before. Made up girl, dear. Did you say he works in your local Maidenhead or his local Maidenhead? That's a useful inside guy to have. Yeah. Other news. We have more baby shell dwellers. Yeah, both the females have had another batch. There we go. If everyone will be kind enough to pop over and click subscribe on that channel that Dan's just posted. It's one of these weird things. Is I still see myself as a small channel because I am, you know. But then people with smaller channels see me as a bigger channel. So if I mention them, they're like, "Oh wow, I ain't nothing special." And hell, I don't even know how to edit or add a title card, or you know, it takes me long enough just to do a blooming thumbnail with whatever that tube buddy thing is. You know, that's. Yeah, what's that falling down? Something just dropped. What was that? We still have air filters running. We still have pumpy filters running. We still have heaters in place. That tells me that something has dropped off the top. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's see what that was. Just check it's nothing dramatically in. Yeah. The four-way adapter decided it was going to make a break for it. Yeah, it's the four-way adapter that sits on the top for those three things. Yeah, that's it, isn't it, Dan? It's like, yeah, it's it's like fanboy. What? God knows what it must be like to actually be like famous for something. Then that just must be weird as hell. No, it's bad enough. You know, I walk down the street because I work in a local shop. Good day again, GRB. Yeah, so because I work in the local shop, generally if I walk down the street, people will recognise me and say hello. That's one thing, because I generally recognise them. But to be, you know, just wandering around and then people you actually no idea who they are come up and go, "All right, how are you?" What? No, Spaz is just going to swim through my hair today, is he? There we go. He's not going to swim through my ears. Do we want a close up of Spazzy boy? Of course we do. He's far prettier than me, and he's got better hair as well. Wherever he's hiding. Wrong way. Somewhere like that. About there. There he is. My big sweet boy. And the happy caras. Yeah. Everyone wants to see the Spazzy boy. And this is weird because I'm holding the camera behind me, pointing it over my shoulder, looking at the screen. But yeah. I are hiding in my plant. You can't see me, okay? Hey, plastic monkey. And a happy car just happens to turn up and go, look at me, I'm pretty. Yeah. The weird camera angles just to avoid, so you don't have to see the carnage. It's just over there. And then, again, lights do the weirdness. But yes, as you can see, lots and lots of little shelly dwellies. If we get lucky, one of the little ones might pop out. There you go. A couple of day-old shell dweller. Most of them are down the back there. Oh, shelly scrap. That's about as far as the aggression goes with those guys. Then over here we have super cloudy tank because they're kicking up on all the mulm. That one's mostly long-fin bristlenoses and cribs. More shell dwellers. More long-fin bristlenoses and cribs. And some standard bristlenoses. What's in that one? Bristlenoses and cribs. Bristlenoses and adult cribs with Cookie Monster. Who, yes, he was wearing a cribensis penis enlargement earlier. Bristlenose penis enlargement earlier. And more bristlenoses in the far end one. Then there's the various other tanks that are spread throughout the room, which we can't really point the camera at yet. Yeah, mainly because of mess. Basically, I've got my bed downstairs. Mary was over today, don't ask. I haven't got a TV or anything in my bedroom. So, bring the mattress down, have a snuggly cuddly and watch stuff on YouTube. Good way to spend a Sunday afternoon, if you ask me. Hey, Donny boy, how are you? Have you had your results back yet? Okay, yeah, back is definitely improving. It's one of those where it just gets a bit stiff. Woof. Yeah, it's not in spasm anymore. So yeah, turns out sleeping on a harder surface is doing me good. So what that means is I'll probably at some point have to get a new bed. No, not one with a fish tank built in underneath it, because that would be too hot for me to sleep in. Yes, hello newborn shellies. Ooh. Behave, Dan. Don't go getting yourself in trouble. Oh, while I remember. Oh, don't knock the seat over. Yes. Some weird fake Scotsman sent me some stickers as well. So we've got the big ones and the little ones. So at some point I shall stick them in places. All gentlemanly and above board. Well, I'm sure it was, but you know, you were talking to me in the hot tub the other day, so. That's not me in the hot tub, that's Dan in the hot tub. I was probably almost passed out in my armchair or laying down, something like that. Something random going on. Probably just about awake. Tends to be what happens when I have a week off. That I'll get up in the morning, have morning natter with Mary, and then I'll just like hit the chores hard. And like come afternoon, I'm absolutely knackered and just fall asleep pretty much. Hey, I've got plenty of stuff done this week. All the water changes and trimmings and filter cleanings and emptying, and I mean, you know, catching 124 blooming bristle noses wasn't exactly quick and easy. The first sort of 60 or 80 were, but the rest were a bit of a pig. Strong at comment. 2 shingleback back lizards. Oh. Okay, has anyone ever used terrestrial plant fertilizer sticks in an already set up aquarium? Don't want a massive nitrogen spike. Yeah, I've not. I've used root tabs, but no, aquarium root tabs rather than using Osmocote or anything, or Miracle Grow as we call it over here. No. I would have thought the last thing you want is the nitrogen, isn't it? I mean, you want the potassium and NPK. Okay. Yeah. Might be worth just sticking one in just a jar of water and seeing what happens. I mean, if it dissolves in about 30 seconds and just turns the water brown, yeah, maybe not. Then I would have thought if you buried it deep down in the substrate, you probably wouldn't put that much in at the water column. Cheryl, hello, my dearie. How the devil art thou? Or Sheza is the other one. That sounds a bit too Essex. You're a bit posher than that. Let's be honest, Essex is almost as common as guppies. Even people who don't keep fish know what a guppy is. Yeah, I must say, I mean, I would have thought if you buried them in the substrate, it's not really going to make much difference. Because then the plants will pull everything straight away, as it were. And being buried, it's not going to just disintegrate into mush in seconds. Oh, well, sending you a warming up hug, Cheryl. Big, warm, furry Wookiee hug. Or a Dutch oven, depends which you'd rather have. Liquid CO2. Yeah, pink flamingos will love liquid CO2. General clue, if anything's got non-green leaves, it likes CO2, especially red. Most of my tanks are only 10 gallon. Most of mine are smaller. Of all the tanks I've got, only 3 of them are above 10 gallon. Yeah, set up a wee experiment. That doesn't even really need to be a tank. There's a buckwarium, as Rack called it. Just a bucket. Do the job. Bucket, bit of substrate, couple of plants, Keep it indoors. You don't need a heater on it if you're not keeping fish in it. Oh heck, because I did set up another on the small tub I used to have. We experiment. Yeah, exactly. I was reading what you wrote, wee man. Yeah, kilt wearing haggis botherer. Yeah, I'll say so. I set up a quarantine plastic tub yesterday just in case I happened to buy fish today, but I didn't. Uh, so what I'll do is I'll just turn off the heater, turn off the pump, the filter, and probably not use it as water change water because I've stuck a big chunk of wood in there that is leaching massive amounts of tannins. So I'll just let the wood soak in there and draw most of the tannins out for a bit. We're gradually clearing up in these tanks that have got fresh bits of wood in. Top one there, and that one. Is that one? Yeah. Water will clear up eventually. Not that it really matters. This is the problem, Dan, is I keep hearing you say it and type it, and then I bloody do it. Yeah, no Purdy moments, Cheryl. I know there were Maboo puffers in there, but I haven't got anywhere to keep a Maboo puffer. Or £200 to spend on a single fish. It was an African lungfish, which I'm pretty sure was too big for any of my tanks. It was about 18 inches long. I pretty much skimmed straight past the live bearers section and the African cichlid section. Did have some giant crib, or not giant, I had some rather large cribs, but obviously I don't need cribs. And yeah, I look like a low budget version of Frank from Shameless, don't I? It should be a kind of special brew. So the only thing they had written on the tank, I went, ooh, was the orange laser Corys, but they sold out of them. They were definitely running low on bristle noses though, because basically every tank that said bristle nose on it had no bristle noses in it. I think I saw like one or two while I was there. But I did have a couple of fine spot gold nugget plecos. Again, not really got anywhere suitable for those. Although, again, that's one of those ones. If I could breed gold nugget plecos. Yeah, what else did they have? I mean, the amount of tanks they got and fish they got, there should be something. Oh, pardon me. You would think there should be something there that I would, wow, I want one of them. Or in my case, at least two of, so I can breed them. They did have a baby polypterus, a baby spaz, which reminded me of the size spaz was when I got him, because poor thing was about that long. You're like, hang on, that's a bit sheer. That's a baby spaz. I was like, yeah, that's how big he was when I got. Oh Jesus, he's grown. Now I keep smiling because I keep seeing Zacky boy there looking down at me. Yeah, well, most of them are closed, Dan. This is literally the only one that's open. Yeah, I offloaded 50 of the bristle noses, Cheryl, 50 quid cash. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to be able to sell these guys my fish, but this is the place I got columnaris from, and you know when you look at fish in a shop and they don't exactly look healthy. Yeah, it's kind of that kind of place. So it's the biggest place locally anyway. I just try and avoid because illnesses, and usually absolutely crowded full of people who have no idea what they're bloody talking about, or it's one of those places where people just go for a trip out. Like, let's go look around Swallow Aquatics for the afternoon. And they take the whole family, and you're like, oh, Jesus, just go away. I don't want to deal with fishy stuff. Get your bloody child out of my way. Stop your bloody kid from banging on the glass. You know, the usual ones. Take the kids out, but don't actually keep control of them. Lost a tiger bar. Oh no! White stringy jelly trails coming out of its vent, or just generally all over. Because if it's coming out of his bum, then that's probably an internal parasite, I would have thought. But you never know really with these things unless you do a full necropsy. Suddenly out babysitting a friend's 2 kids. There you go. Cuddling lizards. Yeah, I did have a look in the belt section. Doubtful prolapse. Yeah, not seeing any parasites. Could have been attacked. Yeah, I've no idea. But I would keep an eye on your other ones. If one goes down, then it's always worth keeping an closer eye on the rest. Bit of bullying going. Yeah, that could have been the runt, as it were, the one that got bullied. The metalhead, the one without the fashionable clothes. Yeah, exactly. Dad saving the money feeding the blooming things. Yeah, I've got loads of fish food. I've got loads of algae wafers. 300 odd plex. No front fins. Well, I mean, the thing is, they could have been munched after the fact, but yeah, it does sound to me like it got beaten up. And if it's been nipped, or is that its pecs nipped off, it's not going to be able to control its direction or swim very well. And then if someone no fins before, yeah, someone's had it. Someone's been eating it. Yeah, I'd say that one was down to bullying. Just the odd one out. The one with the high-tech trainers rather than the Nikes. I mean, sad nonetheless, but barbs can be, or Barbie. One reason I don't have any. Do I? Have I? No, I've not had any barbs at all. Yeah, maybe I'll have to try some at some point. But a pair of Apistos is next on the list, definitely. And then something, because this just feels so empty at the moment. I know if I put a shoal of smaller fish in there, they're just going to get eaten, but Yeah, I'll have to think of something. I mean, they did have some red rainbow fish today, but they really looked rough. They looked like they were missing scales and no slime coat, kind of rough. So I didn't buy any of them. Yeah, yeah, that sounds like it was the. Got some kind of injury or something, ended up weaker, got bullied, kept it weaker, yeah. Asbo, how'd he do? Finally ended up getting one of the wisdom teeth removed. Yay! Hospital, what is now dangerous as pus. Only took him 9 years. Oh, jeez. Now, hopefully the next one comes out within 9 years. Hello, Dreamweaver, how are you? I hope all is well. And lovely Marrett, how are you, my dear? Mwah. Hope all is well with you. Nothing to rant about this week. And no more landslides, mainly. Yeah. Yeah, I would probably say bullying, Cheryl. Kenny, how the devil are you? Bloomin' hell, man. Tiny Admiral, that'd be Mickey. How you doing, Mickey? Sharpie getting tanked, exactly. How you doing, my friend? Long time no see. Yeah, well, I know you, so you know. Bring it, Mick. Bring it. You know I can take it. Not COVID. Chrissy, multi-tank addiction. Just woke up from your nap. Git. I could do with one of them. I've got to go to work. How the devil are you anyway, Chris? Sorry I stole your thunder on the Tiffany joke yesterday, but I knew one of us had to do it. And Sean, blooming heck, everyone's turning up. High techs people. Yeah, well, I was the kid with the high techs. Fortunately, I was also the kid that was doing karate and had a serious attitude problem. Yeah, 1 hour at a time. It'll be painful for longer, but less pain. Yeah, I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the old jawbone hurts a bit, but it's a lot less painful than having a problem with it, for sure. The worst one I had was the root canal on the crown, but then I had that on the tooth. That is the tooth right next to the wisdom tooth that got pulled. So I had a wisdom tooth pulled and on the very next tooth, a root canal at the same time. That was fun, not? Rocco, how the devil are you? Greetings and salutations. You need that one pulled too. I was probably close to having that one pulled as well, but I can guarantee dentists don't like pulling teeth because then they can't make any more money from that tooth. Every time a dentist pulls a tooth out, they're looking at lost profits. And I don't mean the bad metal band. Because if every time they pulled the tooth out, they had to listen to lost profits, they would never pull a tooth again. Just my opinion, and I'm sticking with it. And still not sponsored. Yeah, he's working at it. Yeah, I know people call me a cynic, but you put two and two together, it's like, right. If I pull all these bad teeth out, then I'm never going to have to. Oh, right, yeah. He used to make dentures. Ah, cool. I'll probably need a set before long. Probably be easier to look after. Exactly. Yeah, that's why dentures cost so much. Because once you got them, you don't pay the dentist any more money. Exactly. That's why they want you to go back every 6 months for a checkup. You have to go every 6 months. No, I don't go to the doctor if I'm not ill. Why would I go to the dentist if my teeth don't hurt? Oh, Marit's getting her rack out in the kitchen. That reminds me, Marit, I'm going to have to send you a friend request on Facebook. I ranks my known generation of denture department. Yeah, well, that was when it was pure AHS, wasn't it? So, yeah. Yeah, we just pull them all out. It's easier. Yeah, Marit, no lady can put the word rack in a chat, and I don't go to that place, you know. I mean, I've got a pretty impressive rack. Tobacco smoking, addicted to B&H too long. Tobacco free is still an addict. I know you can handle it because you know I'm only joking, having a laugh with you, trying not to be a perv about it. Repeat business. Yeah, especially with me in the chat, it's going to turn perverted at some point, isn't it, Chris? Even if I don't mean it to, it happens. Yeah, Mick's wife is jealous of his rack. Exactly. Yeah, but you are part Sasquatch, though, Mick. So you are a perv. But I like. Yeah, I'm a perv, but I'm open about it. I don't try and hide it. All men are pervs. Let's be honest, men. Right, guys? Hands up if you're not a perv. Yeah, no hands up. Exactly. We all are. Just some of us are more honest about it than others. I thought the same thing. Exactly. Birds of a feather, Chris. We're just on that same wavelength. I mean, I struggle to behave myself sometimes, especially when a lady is on a stream and gets her young dogs out, or if I know she's got baby dogs around, it's very difficult for me to not go show us your puppies. I found out the roots are the right way, so it's a plus. Not a perv creatively deviate. Yeah, right. I believe that when I see it. Oh dear. And the other thing is, as men get older, we get more pervy. It's just what happens. Adam, Angelfish Keeper. There we go. Here he be. Person I be shouting out this week. Welcome aboard. And especially anyone UK based, get yourself over to Angelfish Keeper's channel for a chance to win a Fluval U3 filter. Slightly smaller version of the U4 that is there. Doesn't everyone masturbate angrily to Christmas music while crying in the midsummer? Only if there's tentacles involved, Mick. There's got to be tentacles. Welcome to the crazy house. Yeah. Yeah, this is I mean, if you're new to Fish Fam, as it were, or Fish Tube or Fishy live streams, don't take me as like the standard. I mean, generally, the class is much higher and the knowledge level. I exist purely to show people how not to YouTube. Right, so I know that feeling. When you're thinking about it and you go, ah, it's too bloody hot. I'm just going to sweat more. Been there, done that one, Sean. Yeah, there's a... Yes. In Canada, no such thing as too hot. Yeah. There are places. Yeah, Canada does get warm, I know that much. I mean, certain parts don't, but Dad is having a mental day, so you let him drive. My streams are usually in the gutter. Yeah, exactly. I mean, geez, we were talking about women's lingerie last weekend. Yeah, see, I'd rather... Yeah, that's because you're slender and delicate, Cheryl. I'm fat and hairy, so I'd rather be cold. I can soon warm myself up. I'll struggle to cool down, that's the problem. If this gets any longer... well, yeah. That's all I try to do. I just try and be me and maybe give people the occasional laugh or smile, or make them feel better that they're not me. Yeah, the reason we only refer to them as floating plants, because the moment we put floater in the chat, we just start laughing uncontrollably. Been asked my clothes size this week and got a delivery. Ooh. $34, $24, $34. Yes. Fat and hairy is the new sexy for 2021. Look out then for the Sharpie swimwear calendar. Jeez. That'd be one hell of a bikini to cover me up. Thermals. Oh, bless. Actually, I've got set thermals, so I can't really joke. But yeah, it's a lot easier to warm up than it is to cool down. Once you got the insulation working for you. No longer welcome at meet the teacher. I don't think I'd ever be welcome at one of them, Mick. I turn up. Well, I mean, thankfully, Adam and Nadine aren't in school anymore, and they're in a different county as well. So, yeah. Oh, geez, I could just imagine having kids at the school that I went to, and then Sharpie swimmer. Oh, geez, no. What have you found, Dan? Do you get the same suggestions on YouTube as I do? You know, the videos for the large-chested women testing brassieres and stuff to see how good they are by putting it on and then like jumping rope or going on a pogo stick just to see how good the bra is. No, you're not testing the bra. You're giving teenage boys something to enjoy. Thermoregulator is broken. Oh, broken thermoregulator. Mine is too. It just runs hot. But then that's because my bloodstream is basically Monster and cat. It's basically Monster and nicotine. Don't fish with someone asks you floaters. Exactly. You got to be careful. You got to word these things. Do you have floating plants? Because then the person won't go, yeah, just dropped a massive one earlier. It's still there, bobbing around. It's like a submarine. Yeah. Cheryl's not that far away, Aaron. Yeah. So, well, actually, right. Because of COVID, we won't, but without COVID, we'd all bundle around Cheryl's to give her a big group hug. Bob! Finally made it through the commercials, ancestry.com. I can save you a trip on that one, Bob. If you go back far enough, you'll find Nicholas Copernicus, as will everyone on the planet. Still a dream. People ask you for weed when they're talking about pond plants. Yeah. 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 I want a tenner's worth of weed. Give them a little baggie. What? Do you actually mean Eladia densa? Do you mean oxygenating pond plants? Yes. Okay. Because I mean, no, I deal with we deal with the public, so we sometimes can be necessary. Well, I use ad blocks, same irrelevant ads. Ah, damn. Oh, Aaron, you're costing me a fortune, man. Java Moss in a baggie. Oh, Chris, great one. Great idea. I've got plenty of Java Moss. You just have to see the shrimp tank. And if anyone wants to know how much algae 3 nerite snails eat, right? I cleaned the glass in this shrimp tank last week. Excuse the massive pile of. Come on, focus. Yeah, I scraped that all clean. Before I took the nerites out. Starfleet Command looks good in the new Sage combo. Oh, jeez. At least it shows people get different adverts. I keep getting the blooming surveys. Now, which of these betting sites would you use? None of them, because I don't bet. Which of these whiskey distilleries are you most likely to buy from? None of them. Yeah, no, don't worry about it, Aaron. The amount of money you make from bloody YouTube adverts is, yeah. Brutal. Yeah, it could just be that people who have certain brain chemistry just need large amounts of caffeine. Ah, yes. Hotter down south. Usually, you see, I normally find down south is a bit wetter than up north, but what do I know? I'm sure we can work that out, Bob, if you want your entire stream derailed by some weirdo. Well, I think having Adam, Angelfish Keeper, on will be a good one. He's new to the fish fam. Very knowledgeable young man. So I'm not sure whether this is your first stream, Adam, but if it is, sorry. They're not all like this, I promise. Well, mine are, but is that covered? Cool. Snow up north. It's actually just kind of warm and damp here today. I say warm, I mean it's above freezing. It never defrosted yesterday. It was everything was ice all day. Can't this is clock. Got Bolivia and Chile. Can't cross with California wonders. Oh, sweet. Yeah. It's yeah, that's what I was on about, Adam. Yeah, it's just certain people didn't quite get that one. Bad trucking. Yeah, you see, there's this thing is once you hit 40, you just stop caring. Windowsill tomato, yeah. Oh, Bob. Yeah, can't go wrong with a bit of chili. Although I've had chili and garlic today, and now I've got to go to work this evening, and my stomach's bubbling. She was even more northern. Well, you're a southerner, Dan. You're just fake northerner. You're not too bad here. Only -7. Yeah. It's been sort of -2, -3 most of the week, so +1 or 2 is. When my friend's babysitter with 2 kids asleep on the couches. Weird sensation. Mum just Emigate snare. A lot of us got scared. People would call the cops, they probably would. And then they'd have to wonder about what the hell was going on. Sweet pepper profits are down. Yeah, not from me, they're not. I never buy sweet peppers. Sick of the snow. Yeah, I'll save it for a special customer or a special colleague. That would mean saving it up till tomorrow night. Yeah, I'll have to have something that gives me real bad wind tomorrow. Oh yeah, -20, 30. Yeah, you can keep that one, Mick. Although weirdly, with global warming, the UK will end up with the same weather as Canada. So yay. Something to do with the polar ice cap melting, dropping the salinity of the sea, which would then basically turn off the Gulf Stream, which is what keeps us warmer, or redirect the Gulf Stream, and then we get the same weather that everyone else at our latitude gets. In other words, colder. Sure, then don't even need to be in the same state for someone to call the cops. Exactly. Imagine a worldwide fish fan get together. Jeez. It had to be in Vegas. Still wax his heart. Oh, damn, Nick. I mean, there was nothing wrong with my ex's heart. She was just a psychopath. Which I really should have spotted being one myself, but you know. Double G's. Yeah, that sort of takes your mind off things. lot of random fires, a lot of stolen pet. There'd be a lot of missing pothos as well. Yeah, yeah. The whole fish fam gets together somewhere. Yeah, it would be nuts. It'd be awesome. It'd have to be like in a ghost town. It'd have to be somewhere that it didn't really matter if it burnt down. Be all right. I'm gonna get a coffee. Needs yeah. You'd be the odd one out not having fish. You'd have fish by the time you went home, though, Aaron. I can guarantee you, if there was a big fish fam do, you'd be going home with a fish tank. Just kind of happens. Need a lot of fish fam holiday fish feeding friends. Yeah. 30 of us yeah, fish or shrimp. Well, you grow plants, that's good enough. Most of us grow plants as well. Just most of us don't need to remember to water them. Yeah, we don't want to know which of my acquaintances you came into, Mick. But yeah, Mick is a mostly shipbuilder, tiny admiral, hence the name. And he would laugh at my one poor attempt at building a warship. They paid well. Yeah, I'm not knocking it. We all build what we want to build as modelers. Hey Mike, how you doing? Yeah, it's just some of us aren't quite so suited to building certain kinds of models. Kira, hello, Corey Adorable. Yes, very good name. Because they are adorable. Corey's rock. Yeah, hang on. Let's just give Mick a laugh, shall we? Actually, I think you might have seen this, Mick, but it's got Zach fur on it. Oh, never mind. Yeah, 1/700 scale King George V. Tamiya, out of the box. All painted pretty much with UMP stone or as primers. Little ones barking. It doesn't float, no. Not bad for a first ship. Yeah, first and only. Let's put it that way. I kind of enjoyed the build. The build was fine. I have no problem with that because there's no etch or anything on that. I just didn't enjoy the paint. That's pretty much it. Don't get me wrong, I love King George V. If I was going to do a larger scale, I'd go for the best warship to ever sail the seas. HMS Warspite. The only battleship, or the only warship that actually had plot armor. Sean's still disappointed the Zoid model motor didn't work. Yeah, that's got to be from the 80s. Let's go back. Just need to trick my dock so it can drug me up before the point. Oh, bless. Well, I suppose technically, if you flew to England, the closest airport would be Norwich, which is like 20 miles from me. See, well, you know what I'm like, Mick. The smaller, more delicate, more complex the kit, the better I enjoy it. Warspite, an old favourite of mine, yeah. It's the Battle of Narvik, or the third Battle of Narvik, technically. Warspite. I'm just going to sail down a Norwegian fjord in a honking great battleship, take out German destroyers with 16-inch is it 16 or 14? Or is it 15 as on the Warspite? A honking great high explosive shells. Don't think we'll all fit on that boat. No, definitely not. I mean, hell, they tried to kill Warspite, and she just, no, you're not doing it. You're not scrapping me. I'm just going to crash here. 14s, yeah, the Vickers, weren't it? See, random knowledge. I'm guessing you probably watched Drakenfell on YouTube, Mick. If not, you should do. Thought you lived in a clean and covered in Norwich Airport and worked in a sweetie shop. Oh dear, who do you think I am? What was his name? Not Phil Schofield. The other guy who did the broom cupboard on children's TV back in the 90s. Hang on, I can bleach it. How's it look? Yeah. Although to be fair, that's probably more bacon than sweets. Fish head or fish room. Hang on, Mick. Let me type it in the chat for you, because it's not one of the easiest ones to spell. Yeah, great channel, all about naval history, and I don't mean history of belly buttons. Yeah, Schofield and Gordon the Gopher. It was Andy, what's his name? Not Pat Sharp was on with the mad hair. Andy, I can't remember his name. I think it was an Andy, black dude. Oh dear, hang on, what's Rocco been doing? Andy Peters, that's it. What's Rocco been doing? Yeah, the 5-minute guides, and then he's got the dry docks, which can go up to sort of 5 hours. Methylene blue, yeah. Yeah, methylene blue. You're kind of stuck, I think. Bleach might. Harpic or acidic toilet cleaner might as well, but yeah, I'll say Mick. He's one of the he's one of the channels that I specifically have to fall asleep to. There's a few marine museums. Yeah, there's just something impressive about honking great battleships. It's like you see them in the movies or on TV or whatever, and you know, they look big and impressive and cool. And then you see one close up, and you go like, "Oh, I could damn near crawl down that gun barrel." Oh, and yeah, Bobby's meth blue a lot. Methylene blue. That's why his name's still blue. You see. That's what you get. Too much methylene blue, and you turn blue. Goodness, yeah, I'm kind of wider than the 16-inch. I might be able to clean Yamato's barrels. Or what was Musashi, wasn't it? Yamato's sister ship. what do they do? I mean, for like the 5 and 6 inch, did they just like tie a rag to a cat? Friendly request screen sent. Gentian is it the scientific name for violets or pansies? These poles, not Polish, wooden poles. Yeah, a stick with a rag on it, basically. Actually, did you know that in the Royal Navy now, none of the ships have a cat? Because apparently it was don't try and say it. I was going to go with Warpenez rather than war penis. Oh god. Got so that's this. Yeah, I shall see you later, Sean. Yeah, well, European languages, Marek. I've watched enough. This is the weird things because I've not recently, but I used to watch loads and loads of football. So you hear, especially European football, and just the Premier League. There's so many foreign players in the Premier League that you get used to the various pronunciations of different names in different languages. Oh, pole by heritage, but not wooden. I'm not going to make any jokes about poles and wood. Yeah, no longer serve egg, ham, and toast. Oh, that's just not good. But so yeah, they banned the keeping of cats on ships through health and safety because the cat could leave her hair in the food or whatever it got in the canteen. Now they have to have the guy from Rent-A-Kill come round and check all the traps every so often because they got rats and mice on the ships. Hey Jess, mains, tails, fur and fins. Not furs and fins because that means something completely different. That would sound like a really anti-pizza clothing company, wouldn't it? Scrub a toothpaste. Look, cat hair is good for exactly. I'm quite happy when I find find a little pile of cat fluff around here. And it means my buddy's been back to visit me again. Crazy how much rat poop goes in food. Yeah. I mean, there are actually, I don't know about the States, but I guess there are. I mean, there are government guidelines for the amount of poop or ground up insect parts that you're allowed to have in food. Cat plasma. Exactly. It does feel weird now sitting. If I sit here and have a bacon and egg sandwich, it feels weird not just sitting and eating an egg sandwich. I'm still so used to pulling the bacon out and giving it to Zach. Bestest floofy cat ever. That I sit there with the bacon and egg sandwich, munch and go, that don't feel right. What's wrong? Oh, it's got the bacon in it still. So you used to get all my bacon. The only person to ever get my bacon. That little dude. Nobody else gets my bacon. All my tanks have cat hair. Yeah, mine have as well. And my hair. Probably most of my fish have got a nicotine problem as well. Don just woke up. Exactly, Don. I tell people all the time, I'm a great cure for insomnia. There you go. Rather growing my own veggies and freeze them so you don't have to buy processed. I just don't buy veg or fruit. It's easier that way. Don't dare leave cheese around. Yeah. I say exactly. He loved his cheese, his bacon, his sausages, his chicken, tuna, treaties, mayonnaise. He wasn't so fond of peanut butter. What other weird things did he eat? Cauliflower cheese he ate. He did learn fairly rapidly if I left a plate on the floor that got gravy or something on it, that he could lick the gravy up. But he learned very quickly if I left it on the side, like up on the sofa or on the other armchair beside me, he knew to leave it alone. Because if I put it up on the side, it means it's because it's got hot sauce in it. It's got chili and mustard and God knows what peppers in there. Now, hot enough to make my face go numb. So you can imagine what happens when a cat licks it. I had to spend a lot of time guarding this turkey. Well, exactly. Yeah, you don't mind doing these things when you've got a happy, friendly, lovely little kitty. They're the only. Well, I'll say the only. There's 4 cats I get to fuss, but occasionally, especially this weather, because they're staying indoors, and I don't blame them. Cat ate better than me. Yeah, my cat pretty much did as well. I'll say he weren't even my cat. He's the neighbour's cat. I was his human. Friend's cat liked hot sauce and licked it. Oh, I know how that poor cat feels. Yeah, I did that chopping Scotch bonnets or something hot. I can't remember. I was chopping chilies and then scratched the gentleman's vegetables. Yeah. Cue me sitting on a towel on the chair in my man cave, running cold water through my airbrush. I'd eat it, Bob. Wouldn't bother me. I'm not that worried. But it wasn't very often that Zach sniffed something and didn't just devour it instantly. I'm like, you get the sort of cat treat sticks I was supposed to take them out. Good for their teeth, good chew, keeps it occupied. Gone. We're talking about a cat that used to take out full-grown pigeons. Came out. There's one clone came out as a slightly bigger clone. Eating is no fun when you can't taste. Well, unfortunately, Don, welcome to my world. Have to be keeled over to put me on. Yeah, pretty much the same. Yeah, I'd say it's. I've got no sense of smell at all ever, so my sense of taste is pants at the best of times. So, and I smoke, so you know. This tastes like energy drink. Has to be a real strong flavour for me to pick up on it. I had a fever last night and time I was helping. So all we can do is, I say, take the Tylenol, keep your fluid levels up, keep your energy levels up, and do what you can to make yourself feel better. I mean, hopefully you just got a dose of flu or something and it's not what you think it might be. Bob eats it. All three have different food preferences. Yeah, they would probably go for that if you put a menu out. Leave your paw print by what you want, and oh, pardon me. So yeah. Yeah, we're all rooting for you, Don. That sounds like a starter to me, Rocco. I've got a Reaper source down there that's 6 million. And it's a logarithmic scale, the Scoville scale. It's not like 1 is 1, 2, and then 3, and 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it just starts kind of going vertical. Yeah, I have it on my fries with chips or a bit of my gravy. Yeah, it's good stuff. It just kind of makes my lips go a bit numb and my eyeballs sweat. Yeah, I'd say Larry's probably the better bench test because he does actually have a sense of smell and taste, and the ability to feel pain still. Even my ability to feel pain is probably lacking. But at least we're talking about hot sauce and not mayonnaise, Adam. Or cream cheese. So I wouldn't try another man's cream cheese. That's just wrong on so many levels. Yeah, cats are like that. Cats, dogs. Yeah. Zachy boy, if I had belly troubles, he'd snuggle up my belly. If like my knee was playing up, he'd snuggle up on my knee. Back, he'd not try and get in behind me. Test of chili strengthens how painful it is on exit. Not really, because some of them don't actually hurt on the way out. Depends how rapidly they come out, I suppose. Any sauces hot. Yeah, well, so if you've not got the energy, Don, stay on the couch. Plenty of. I know you've not got your appetite, but as much food as you can handle and drink, and well, not alcohol, but water. Yeah, right, coffee, whatever. Just keep the energy levels up. That is the main thing. So your body's got the energy there to fight. That's it. Mayo is meh. Salad dressing is awesomeness. Yeah, I wouldn't go with salad dressing because I don't have a salad. I feed that to my plecos or shrimp or snails. Bottle in the fridge. Now you like your chili when you got a toilet roll in the fridge. That's when you know you like your chili. Oh, pardon me. Oh, thank you very much, Dan. So just in time for, as I say, unfortunately, I've got to start work in half an hour. Thank you very much, Bob. $5 super chat. Well, a good job, Foxy. Was it a cat? It might be a cat. I find it hard to tell with some of these emojis what the heck they're supposed to be. But thank you very much, as always. Always appreciated. Never expected. But yeah, so because I've got a bit of work in half an hour, which means I've got to get changed, sort my work bag out, blah, 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 blah. I will have to call it early tonight, I'm afraid. I don't know who is on next. Might be UK time. It might be 10 o'clock. Susie Q. I don't know. I can never remember. Anyway, thanks everyone for turning up and watching and listening and falling asleep. Thanks again very much for the super chat, Bob. And I shall love you and leave you. See you all same time, same place next week. Have fun. Enjoy your hobby. Peace out. Rock on. Bye-bye. Sunday sharp do 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 do. Sunday sharp do 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 do. Sunday sharp do 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 do. Sunday sharp.